Man, Pastor Christian, this is one of my favorite episodes that we get to do here on Two Dudes
and the Bible.
It is Zonk Day.
Zonk Day!
So kids, what that means is today is one of those days where we get to play a game, remember what we've been learning, and celebrate what God has been doing in our lives and through the big God story.
Mm-hmm.
And so here's how today's game's gonna work. Christian and I will take turns asking each other questions. Now, if I ask Christian a question and he gets it right,
because I will,
then I must sit in the chair of consequence
right over there
and get sprayed with a cup full of water. But if I ask Christian the song, or the question in the song, it's a song, no, the question, and he gets it wrong, then he must sit in the chair of consequence, and I get to spray him with a cup full of water. And we'll take turns. That's how the game works. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, no peeking.
No peeking.
Okay, the first question.
First question.
True or false?
Wait.
God allowed the first people to stay in the perfect garden with him after they had sinned. Kids, what do you think at home? Do you think it's true or false?
I believe it is false.
False. Hey, if you said false at home, you are absolutely 100% correct.
Way to go out there.
Because of their sin, the first people had to leave the perfect garden, the Garden of Eden.
Ready? Here it goes.
Question 2. I'm ready for this one.
All right.
I'm ready.
Sure?
I'm sure. It's your turn to get wet. Here we go.
All right. Question number 2. After the first people sinned, whom did God promise to send? A stork. B, a dinosaur. C, a redeemer. Or D, a grandma.
Okay, kids, which one do you think it is? A, B, C, or D? What was A, B, C, or D again? One more time for the kids.
A stork, a dinosaur, redeemer, or a grandma.
So it's A, a stork,
Yes.
B, a dinosaur, C, a redeemer, or D, a grandma.
Yes,
I'm going to go with C, a redeemer.
This one was so easy. I'm pretty sure the kids at home even got this before you even figured it out.
I bet they did. Kids, that means if you said C, what he's saying is it's right.
That's right, because God, this is why, because God promised to send a Redeemer, Jesus Christ, to heal the broken relationship between God and people.
That's right. Now
All
head
right.
to that chair of
Number
consequence.
3. What?
Chair of consequence. Go, go, go.
Man, okay.
Question 3. It's time for question 3. Here we go.
Oh.
What did God do to the people building a city and a tall tower? Was it A, he took away their allowance? B, he made them wash the dishes? C, he confused their languages? Or D, he made them leave the garden? Kids, what do you think at home? Is it A, B, C, or D?
It's gotta be. I'm a little
Fingers
confused
crossed.
myself, so I'm saying C.
C! God confused their languages so they couldn't understand each other and scattered them all over the world. It's in that, that story, we call it the Tower of
Babel. 3, 2, 1. Oh, kids, I hope you're having as fun as we are.
Question number 4.
Why did God call Abraham to leave his family and his hometown? A, so Abraham could get out and try lots of new kinds of food.
Ooh.
B, so God could start a new nation of people who would worship only him.
Ooh, that's a good one.
C, because God likes the beach and wanted Abraham to see it.
A beach day is refreshing. Refreshing, laying
Or
out there.
D, because Adam's dad had allergies.
So kids, at home, what do you think? A, B, C, or D? Here we go. I think, wait, which one was the promised land thing?
Promised land.
Descendant, what was B?
You're talking. Oh, B was so God could start a new nation of people who would worship only Him.
Yeah, promised land, descendants, all that. That's the right one. B.
Ooh, did you say B at home? Because if you did, you are right. Just like Pastor Ryan.
Yes. Now it's time for Christian to go to the chair of consequence.
Yay.
Now it's time for a commercial break.
Thank you.
Man,
Oh my God.
today is going to be a sopping wet experience. Lots of fun with Zonk today. But for our first commercial break, we want to explore how God is deliverer and how we need to rely on God's strength, Pastor Christian.
Yeah.
So to do this, I have something that a lot of people consider weak, and that is eggs.
Eggs.
Eggs, you know, you crack them over your head, it's all nice and dandy.
Yeah.
So I have a dozen eggs here, and we're gonna give this a shot because we have to rely on
We're
our...
gonna shoot the eggs.
No. Put it
Oh.
back.
Oh.
So we have to rely on God's strength to be delivered. You see that in the Israelites' journey, right?
Right.
They continually had to rely on God's strength, on God's miraculous works
Did they
for
ever?
delivery to happen.
Yeah.
And so sometimes that can be really, really difficult. So I'm gonna set this right here.
Okay.
And we have to rely on God's strength.
Mm-hmm.
So God is powerful, and really we're gonna do an experiment about strength today. So here we go. Are you ready?
Sure. What are we doing?
Get those muscles ready today. Those strong muscles. Ugh. Yeah, it's just 10 pounds, dude. It's really just 10 pounds. And so we're going to do a science experiment about strength. So I'm going to start off right here. I'm going to very carefully.
Okay. No. Hey. Whoa,
Very carefully.
You could have cracked the eggs.
No, I need to eat these later for breakfast. So, or dinner, depending which comes first. So let's see. That one's good. Let's just.
Oh.
Okay, very gently, very carefully.
What? That's 20 pounds.
That's 20
Ryan.
pounds. Those eggs are strong. Here, let's see.
What? How much is that?
It's 5.
25 pounds.
And my last weight.
Oh my Lanta, that is amazing. 30 pounds
30 pounds.
plus like probably what, like at least an ounce. I don't know.
That board's probably a few ounces,
Yeah.
but 30 pounds right here being held up by a dozen eggs. And here's the cool part. God is deliverer, and the Israelites relied on his strength for deliverance, and we can have access to God's strength today when we need to be delivered from any situation, any circumstance, anything we're facing. We can rely on God's strength today. And no matter what we're facing, even though sometimes it can be heavy, it can try to weigh us down, when we rely on God's strength, we will come out
There's
just fine.
not a crack at all.
Yeah. Hey, Christian,
Yeah.
I am ready to get you wet again, so let's head back to Zonk. Question number 5.
Question number 5.
Let's see. You just read the last one, so
Yep.
it's my turn. So, when God spoke to Moses from the burning bush, the bush that was burning but wasn't on fire, or the bush that was on fire but wasn't burning.
Right.
That's the right way to say it. The bush that was on fire but wasn't burning. God said his name is King of Kings. A, King of Kings. B, Same I Am. C, Lord of Lords. Or D, I am who I am.
I remember this very well.
You do? Well, kids, do you remember it? Which one did God say? What did he say his name was?
He said, I am who I am.
I am who I am. I am has sent you. That is correct.
Yes.
That is D. Kids, if you said D, you are correct. Now it's time for me to head to the chair
Of
consequence.
Alright.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Question number 6.
For Christian to go to the chair of consequence.
What does... Oh, this one.
Is easy.
Yes, because you've kind of already said it, but that's all right.
Okay, here we go. What's the question?
What does I am who I am mean? God exists, God is real. Oh, sorry. A, God exists. B, God is real. C, God is the only God. Or D, all the above.
God exists.
You keep getting all the easy ones. I have to think, Mom.
You know, this is harder than you think, because traditionally they've had, when there's an all of the above, that's always the right answer. It's for sure God is the one true God. God does exist. God is real. So all of those are true statements about God.
What about you kids? Have you figured it out yet?
Yeah, I am who I am. I mean, it does mean God is the one true God. That's actually the lesson it came from, was God is the one true God. So I'm going to go with God is the one true God.
God is the only God. That's the one you're going with. C.
Wait. You said one true God.
God is the only God.
Only God? Oh, wait. Read the options again. I thought you said one true God.
Kids, I hope you figured this one out. Here we go. God exists. God is real. C, God is the only God. And D, all the above.
I'm really nervous. I want to say C, but it's probably D. I'm going to go with C.
If you said C at home, you are wrong.
It's D, isn't it?
It is D, all the above. And that means, Ryan, head over to the chair of consequence. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. Get on there.
Question number 7 for the chair of consequences.
All right.
Why did God want to deliver his people from the Egyptians? Why did God want to deliver his people from the Egyptians? A, he loved them. B, he had heard their cries. C, he wanted them to worship only him.
And there's only 3 questions or 3 answers possible.
D, all of the above.
Well, what we learned last time, kids, if you're right at home with me, we learned that D, all of the above, was right last time, so I'm going with D. What do you think, kids? I'm saying D.
Well, A is correct. He loved them.
Wait, what? No.
B is correct. He had heard their cries. C is correct. He wanted them to only worship him, which means D is correct.
Yeah! Are we marks? Go!
And now it's time for our second commercial break.
Today in the Big God Story, we are looking at the word Passover. Yeah, Passover. We're looking at the Feast of Passover. Now, this is a cool thing because what it was all about was the Israelites were in slavery from the Egyptians. We've talked about that last few weeks about how Moses was used by God to rescue his people. And Passover is all about celebration and remembrance. They remember what God had done in their life. They remembered that they were slaves and they were set free. See, God is deliverer. He had a plan all along when his people were oppressed and they felt like there was something wrong and nothing was going to happen. They had prayed for over 400 years. They had waited for this day, and the day had finally came. And so, with that being said, they had a Passover, and they would celebrate. They'd have a big feast, and they would eat. Oh man, I can't imagine what it might have been like. And they would remember of all the good things that God had done for them. This was the biggest event in Israel history, the day that they got rid of the slavery in their life, and God had taken over, and he had become their deliverer. And see, kids, the cool thing about it is God can do that for you too. He can be your deliverer. He can be your God in a situation when it seems like there's no way out. He can be your deliverer too. So remember that next time that you find yourself in trouble, that he will always provide a way out.
And we're back with question 8, right?
7.
8, right? 8.
Yeah, you did 7.
I did 7. I got sprayed.
Oh, right.
It's your turn to get wet, dude.
All right.
Come on.
Here we go.
I can get this one. The answer is true or false.
The answer
Or A,
is
B, C, or D.
true or false.
Okay.
Yes. True or false?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. True or false, kids at home? You answer this at home. True or false? God sent the plagues to prove that He was the one true God. Do you know at home?
True.
And if you said true at home, you are right with this big guy right here.
I was like, that's one of the reasons he sent the
Alright.
plagues. He sent them for more than that, but I was a little concerned because
Yeah.
it was only one of the reasons.
Right,
Really.
so question number 9. Here we
No,
go.
no, no.
Wait.
Get over there to that chair of consequence.
That one was brutal.
Yeah. It's time for question number 9.
I'm so cold.
What did God command the Israelites to do with the blood of the Passover lamb?
Okay.
A. Wash it away. B. Put it on their doorposts. C. Cook with it. Or D. Nada. Nothing. Kids, what do you think at home? Is it A, B, C, or D? Let's hear you loud and proud. Help Pastor Christian out. He's gonna need it. What is it, Pastor Christian?
I think it was the door frames, which is B, correct?
B.
I am so good at this game today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Woo!
True or false? Oh no. They give you a true or false at the end of this thing? True or false? God parted the blue ocean so the Israelites could escape Pharaoh and his army. True or false?
Did you say blue ocean?
God parted the blue ocean. Yes, the blue ocean. Remember?
Okay. Well, kids, what do you think? Did God part the blue ocean, or did He part the Red Sea? I think He parted the Red Sea, which means that is false because He parted the Red Sea, not the blue ocean. Boom!
Oh, I thought we had him, kids, but yes, he is correct. False.
Yes!
It was the Red Sea, not the blue ocean.
Get over there!
All right.
Well, Pastor Christian, that is the end of our Zonk game today, and you won today.
Hey!
6-4.
6-4.
Great job, great job. But you know, we all won because we got to remember
That's
what
right.
we learned. We got to celebrate with the Israelites that God is deliverer, that He delivered them from captivity in Egypt, because really going back all the way to the beginning, where God not delivered them from captivity, but He provided a way for them to be redeemed from sin,
Right.
which we see after through the person of Jesus Christ. You know, and so that is great. In fact, kids, this is a great question for you to talk about with whoever you're watching this video with. Can you ask them and share with them too, what has God done in your life as a deliverer that you can celebrate and you can remember? Ask that question, talk about that with whoever you're watching today. But before we go, Pastor Christian, we
Yeah.
want to end like we always do with a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
So can you look up Psalm chapter 67, verse 1?
Psalms chapter 67.
Verse 1.
Yep.
And we're going to have a blessing today. We just want to speak it over your life as we end our episode of Two Dudes in the Bible today.
Psalm
Psalm 67,
67.
verse 1.
Verse 1.
Correct.
67, verse 1 says this, says, "May God be gracious to us and bless us and make His face shine on us."
That's right. So may God bless you this week with the wonder of His presence. May God help you celebrate the deliverance He's given through the person of Jesus Christ. We love y'all, and we'll see you next week.